Hi, my name is Dr. Hannah Venus, and we are going to be talking about pelvic tilts using a towel. So I've got a hand towel here that I just have at home, and what you're going to do is you are going to roll this up into a roll, and this is going to go under the pelvis. So you're going to come into a seated position. Now you can do this sat on the floor like me, or sitting in any sort of chair where your knees are bent and feet resting comfortably on the ground is also an ideal position. And we're using the towel actually just to help create biofeedback in the pelvis. So with you sitting on this, you'll be able to feel the pelvic floor a little bit better. And we do know that the better your brain can feel something, the better you're going to be able to activate and use those muscles. So you're going to take your roll and you're going to place it longitudinally in the pelvic floor. So the roll is going to rest in between the sit bones. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll through some pelvic tilting just to bring awareness into the pelvis. So we're going to start with some belly breathing. Sending your air down low into the abdomen. Think below your belly button, toward the pubic bone, and even deeper into that area where you can feel your pelvic floor expand and press into the towel. To find pelvic neutral, one of my favorite tools is to use maximum anterior pelvic tilt and max posterior pelvic tilt, and then find neutral by finding the halfway point between those two places. So we're going to start thinking about the pelvis like it's a bowl. You're going to anterior pelvic tilt, so dump the pelvis forward, putting your pubic bone toward the ground in a big arch in the back. And then roll all the way the opposite direction, tucking the tail and rounding the low back. Cycle through this a couple of times, noting the pressure of the towel in the bottom of the pelvis, and really going as far as you can in both directions. This is one of my favorite tools to use in any position to help find pelvic neutral. You're going to push all the way into posterior. You're going to push all the way into anterior. And then you're going to try to find what feels like halfway between those 2 points. And hopefully that gets you feeling like your rib cage and pelvis are approximated and stacked really well. Now from here, we'll roll through a couple of activation exercises in the pelvic floor. So with the sensation of the towel grounding you through the pelvic floor, we're going to do a gentle squeeze. So pulling the vagina or the base of the penis up, squeezing in at the anus, and we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Remembering that you can gently breathe during this exercise. You will feel the pelvic floor expand as you inhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice big breath in. And exhale, release. Let's cycle through 3 rounds of those 10-second activation holds with the towel as feedback. Go ahead and contract for 10. Continue to breathe. And if at any point you're starting to feel fatigue in the hips, you're squeezing through your hip flexors, you're feeling it in your low back, go ahead and reset in that pelvic tilt position and start again. Take a big breath in and exhale, release.